Welcome to Talking Shit, Real Conversations. My name is Maurice Mitchell. This is Anik. This is Nate. And today's topic, we just want to cover. First, want to give our condolences to all the people that lost their lives in the in that tragic massacre in Orlando. 50 people murdered, and there's just no reason.
Honestly, it's no reason for any killings. This is getting out of hand. It's kind of getting like I'm getting so numb to this now. It's getting like, oh, this is normal. It's becoming a norm.
But see, what really is, I agree about the whole normal thing. But to me, that's looking like there's something wrong with our society. I mean, I think that we really need to analyze what is causing all these people just to fly off their rocker and just go do stupid stuff.
I think we're conditioned. Most of our television, music, videos, just what. I'm not going to say cartoons.
You can't blame things.
No, just hear me out. We see murder in our lives where it's different on television than reality, but we're conditioned to see it every single day. And then when on a Facebook post, someone had put, and he said, I feel sorry for all the people that got killed in Orlando, but it's happening so much in Chicago. I mean, 50 and 60
people
murders.
died yesterday or this weekend or something? I think like 7 people or something.
Something
happened. I don't know.
So many people are shot in Chicago daily. They were like, why President Obama isn't visiting us? And in my head, I was like, maybe the reason is it's happening so much that he wouldn't even get a chance to leave Chicago.
Okay, so is the reason more like a gun problem or the people? Like, what do you think it is? Like,
I think it's more of a society problem, to be honest.
What do you mean society? Is that a gun problem? You don't think it's not a gun issue?
No, and I've actually debated this with a few of my friends before, which, they were like, well, gun rules need to be stricter, which I do kind of agree with. They do need to make, some stricter gun rules. However, the problem with making more gun rules is, and he challenged me and said, well, name one school shooting where the person that bought the gun wasn't mentally handicapped when he bought the gun.
True.
Sandy Hook. The mother, who was absolutely 100% mentally stable, was the one that purchased the weapon that her son, who was mentally unstable, went and shot up a school with. So you can't punish people who have not broken the law or have no plan on breaking the law.
No, I don't think they're punishing the people. Hold on. I don't think they're punishing the people. I think they make it harder for you to get a gun. Why would you want a crazy ass person like this person? He was like on a FBI watch list. Mm-hmm. And he went to get a gun. I don't know what you're gonna get a gun if you're on the FBI list.
And see, and that's the thing is I think
this should be hard.
But that's a slippery slope. The problem I find with that and why it's that slippery slope is because say someone thought Maurice, Nate, or Nick was a part of this. They do their FBI investigation. They find that that's not true. They investigate. They find it's not true. So now because they investigated according to what you're saying, you're not able to purchase things, and it was just someone who thought something.
No.
I understand. No, I understand with this particular person.
The FBI was right. This guy was really fucked up.
I'm not saying that particular person, but there are people like, for example, I'm ex-military. I have a file. So if they want to go, they can look into it.
But see, here's where the real problem lies. Is that if you're on like an FBI watch list, I'm not sure if it's just a watch list or whether, they run your fingerprints when you go to an actual gun store, pawn shop, whatever, and they have all these waiting periods and things like that. Where you really run into trouble is people selling them on the street. You know what I mean? Because you can be on any FBI watch list you want,
and you still can get what you want.
You can still purchase the weapon.
It still doesn't matter. It still should be really hard for you to get it. I know they're gonna go get a gun from the streets. I know that.
I just think
everybody can do that.
I just personally think that if it should be a law. If you're not military, there should not be assault rifles in regular people's hands across the board. Now, I understand NRA and all of the laws that come with everybody want the right to bear arms.
So there's also still a problem with that, because even though it's an assault rifle, like it has the shape of an M4 or whatever. It's not actually an assault rifle, because an actual M4 can go into 3-round bursts. This is just semi-automatic. It is no different than a .22 caliber. It's no different than a shotgun.
Either way, it's
see
a
what I'm
gun.
saying?
It's a gun.
I'm not saying people, like here in America, that's one of the laws which make America is that you have the right to have a gun.
But it's making it so easy to people who are so fucked up in their head to just do this shit right
but
here.
see, that's the slippery slope, because like another slippery slope, because just like Nate just said, if you have people, the 3 of us, we're good, upstanding citizens, but then you have another 3 people that aren't. They're selling weapons to people. They don't know or care that they're mentally. They're just looking at money. They don't know or care if they're out here shooting up schools, planning.
Of course.
Well, and I mean,
Even there's people NRA, is that what we call them? You don't give a shit either. Who is affected?
The other thing you really have to still look at too is what is motivating them to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Like the Indiana guy that got caught with all the guns who's going to shoot up the gay pride parade. He hated gay people. You know what I mean? So when we, as a society, and that's why I say it's a society problem, is because when we as a society tolerate certain things like hatred of gays, hatred of minorities, hatred of anything,
It's making Americans look really fucking stupid, people. Like, honestly, it is because one Muslim person or people are doing this shit. It doesn't mean all Muslims are doing this. And American people are believing it.
But the crazy thing, and it goes back to like one of our old. I hope you watched those episodes. Christian, Muslim, all those stupid. And I'm not saying religion. My part is that we're not talking about the Christians that commit crimes, but once we have millions and millions of crimes, but then if a Muslim, and I'm not Muslim, but if a Muslim commits this crime, the whole faith is held.
The whole faith is.
The whole faith is. And that's crazy, because I think you made a point before, like if that's the case, when a Christian does something, do we hold the whole Catholic Church?
Mentally ill.
You know what I mean?
Actually, they started to do that. I see a lot of Muslims on the news defending the Muslim faith, because I think they're also really tired of this shit too. The whole ISIS thing, they're so tired of it.
And let me get this. I mean, I know on here, I've said that I'm an atheist. I will not go into that right now. But I do think, as per our little talk outside my house the other night, is some people need religion. Some people need that little extra thing, and I think it should be defended. I think people should have that choice to be religious, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, whether you're whatever. But to go to make everything like a phobia. Well, I'm Islamophobe, because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Is just ridiculous. And that's the thing. That's why I said I believe it's really just a society issue. Like why you have people.
It's not religious. It's hatred. It's stupidness. Right. It's like people are just like.
And it's something.
Retarded. I don't know. It's retarded. Retarded is really mean.
It is retarded. It's retarded.
How can you?
It's so retarded when you constantly thinking that either your group is better than. I mean, everybody.
Your group is.
My dad taught me this, and if it offends anyone, it just offends you. We all sit down and take a shit the same way. It doesn't matter what color you are. You squat and take a shit. I don't care if you sit on the toilet. I don't care if you in the bushes, in the woods. You squat and take a shit.
Hold on, Maurice.
We're all the same.
If I needed a kidney and you were a match, wouldn't your kidney work in my body even though you're black and I'm white? We just broke the fourth wall.
Oh my god. If I needed blood and you had blood, you match. Can I use it?
Damn, is that true? 2006, we still fighting the same fucking shit for. it's like the only people that know better do
They're
better.
not doing that.
Well,
No,
see,
they're
and
Saying
You know what?
stupid shit to become
I-
president. I don't even really think he thinks this way. I mean, I know that's some stupid shit to say for me, but I just think he's just saying whatever.
he's
it's-
feeding off of 9/11 propaganda still, like by saying, "Oh, well, we need to do something with this," national security. But here's really what it really boils down to, which we were talking about the other night, which was, hey, you know what? I'm going to say whatever the hell I want to get votes, because no matter what, it's up to Congress and the Senate. He can't just do anything on his own. And that goes for any candidate. They can promise you, well, I'm going, like Bernie Sanders, he wants to make this program free and this program free, and it's all good in theory. But then when it comes down to getting it approved, that's the real trick. That's where I think
like,
politicians.
The face, he's gonna be the face of America.
Right. What I'm saying is like.
You understand
yeah.
how is that's really fucked up? Like, do you know?
I get it. I get
Hey,
it.
hey, and remember that one guy when Bush was coming out of his presidency, he threw them shoes at him like, and I'm not trying to make you laugh, but one thing I would get, Bush ducked. That dude threw them shoes at him, he ducked. I mean, you thought this was an old man, he got the fuck out the way like, hey, you not gonna hit me?
That's how every American felt. That's like the way he threw that shoe. That's how I felt too.
No, the world, because that wasn't even an American. America, we're great for American, but we're not great for the rest of the world if you have different ideology.
Like, as an American, it is your patriotic duty, for some odd reason, and I don't really understand it, to do this. I'm an American, okay, I gotta draw a line here. And that people on that side aren't cool. Okay, now I gotta draw a line here. And then people on that side aren't cool. And then I gotta draw a line here. And then until you're like just your own little entity by yourself and everybody else is just fucked in the head but you. You know what I mean? That kind of logic is ridiculous.
And see, that's kind of like the ideologies of America.
Yeah.
We find, like, we'll go places, like, say it was a part on the planet that no one had ever found. We'll go there and tell them how their living is wrong and capitalism is
right.
what they need, and I need to be building a McDonald's in their area.
It's like the chief of some Indian tribe, I can't remember, but he was quoted as saying, they told us that we needed to come over here and, or that we were sinners and we needed to be saved. Now the white man has the Bible, or has the lands, and we have the Bible. You know what I mean? I can't remember the exact quote. I have to get back to you exactly what the quote is, but it was something along the lines of the Christians came in and told them, how messed up they were, right? This is back when they were settling the West. There were Indian tribes out there and stuff. That how much sinners they were, and they basically gave them the Bible and took their lands. Which is the same, which is really true. It's like, okay, look, you guys are sinners. Now you guys are Christians. You guys are going to heaven. Thank you for the land. Which is really screwed up, but that's really how we
and
look
then
at
they
it.
tax you on your own land.
How, we still do
murder you on your own land. It's like,
so who's the real terrorist in this whole conversation? Like,
everybody has been a
everybody
terrorist at
is.
some point.
So we gotta stop. We gotta stop and think, and we gotta come together. And man, the only way we're gonna beat this shit is by us becoming one. If we continue to say, hey, these people go there, these people go here. Trust me, we will have more terrorist groups. This shit you do is not working.
I do not believe that religions can coexist, because when you have Muslims and Christians who basically need to convert each other to stay busy, like Judaism, they don't openly convert anybody. So they're really, really passive about stuff. And the Christians have kind of died down ever since they were torturing people and witch burnings and all kinds of other stuff. But they can't really coexist because their ideologies do not match up whatsoever. But we need to learn to tolerate each other.
Not tolerate each other is, I guess, just learn from each other. Like,
no, just
I'm gonna learn your religion,
respect.
you should learn my religion too.
Right.
So
No,
we can know.
Even if you know it,
Because-
just respect the differences.
Yes.
If I believe that this camera that I'm speaking into right now is my God, you can think I'm crazy. Just let him be crazy, as long as he's not trying to hurt people and everything. And I want to get back to where we started our conversations. I want to give condolences to all the families that have been hurt, not just in Orlando, but around the country, because useless violence is so prevalent in America and so common that it's like if we talked every weekend about what's happening across America, we wouldn't even get to something good to talk about because it's always negative, murder, hatred.
So
guess what, parents? It's your job to teach your kids. Unfortunately, I'm sorry that I'm going to have to break a little honesty down to you. It's your job to teach your kids to respect other people, whether that mean they're gay, they're Muslim, they're black, they're from outer space, if we ever get visited one day. You know, that is your job to breed and instill in your kids, hey, look, you know, I'm not the only person on the planet. I have other people who are just like me, who want to live, want to survive, want to have a family, you know, want to do this, want, you know, anything that they dream of.
not only that, it's just as a person, like, if you have an issue with someone else, like, I don't know, go talk to somebody, but don't take their lives or don't hurt. Like, one life equals there's another life behind that. Okay, there's families behind that one person. You're just not killing one. You're just not killing that one person, but you're hurting a lot of people. And if you hit somebody because of the religion, maybe you're the problem. And it's like, if you want to kill yourself, kill yourself. Don't go out there and murder other people.
Why do they always kill?
Yourself.
You know, they so cowardly. You go do this shit.
Fuck.
You go hurt a lot of people. Then you go out the coward way. You know, the only motherfucker that I know didn't kill themselves. What? Timothy McVeigh. He's still in prison right now because, and I don't agree with this crazy ass. But saying,
be a man about it and face the consequences, or run away, or do some other shit. Like, don't try to kill yourself.
No, most of these people, most of the people that hurt people, they're cowards. They're cowards because, like, instead of going and trying to talk and say, "Hey, I don't believe in what you're doing," and this and other, I'll take your life. You're not God.
Well, see, and it goes back to like what Les Brown says. He's like one of my favorite motivational speakers, and he says this is like, look, he's like, if you look at your life and where you're at right now, right, you did it to yourself. All you have to do is change the script a little bit, write a new movie,
God damn.
do something else, because guess what? You know, if you feel like you need to go out and kill somebody else, right? You're probably down and depressed about yourself. There's something about yourself that you don't like, something that maybe some of that group, you know, points out in you that you don't like. Change your life around. Be like, look, why don't I like this? Well, maybe I need to go talk to a counselor. Maybe I need to do a little introspective and say, okay, look, maybe I need to meditate a little bit every day to make myself feel better. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. Because if you're not giving to somebody else and you're taking, then you're a leech on life and there's no use for you.
And no matter how mentally ill you are, like, fuck that shit. No matter, you gonna, that's an excuse. I really hate that shit.
It do be an excuse.
Oh, I'm mentally ill, so I'm gonna kill people. If I kill people, don't say I'm mentally ill, bitch. I'm awake.
You sitting there thinking about it. You sitting there, you having conscious fucking thoughts. You're loading up weapons. You sitting here plotting an elaborate plan.
You're not mentally ill. You just fucked up with your head.
Mental to me, and I can be wrong because I'm
mentally is like when you actually. I think we were born mentally ill, or just like. I just can't. If you kill somebody, I'm not. And you're mentally ill. I'm like, Nate's not mentally ill. This nigga know how he's doing. Sorry, he know what he was doing. You know, like, don't say that. Oh, he was depressed. My ass was depressed. Then go kill yourself. There's ways to kill yourself, not other people. Go jump off of a bridge. You're only hurting yourself.
See, and I'm telling you, like, from personal experience, I know what it's like to be super depressed. There was a point in my time where I didn't leave my house for 2 years. 2 years because I was so depressed. Not once did I ever think about killing somebody. Not once did I ever think about killing myself. The first thing I did is like, okay, what do I need to change? What do I need to look at within myself? Then I started doing meditation. Then I started, started with the breathing meditation, which was really, really awesome. Then I started, doing some other stuff, like making myself do things that were kind of out of my comfort zone, things like that, to try to change my mentality, to put me just in this high state of energy all the time, to where I'm just a super happy, super positive person now. Yeah. Now, do I still fight with depression? Of course I do. Everybody does, you know, at one point or the other. But you have to say, okay, look, I'm going to get myself out of this. Even if it's 1 inch at a time, I'm going to bring myself out of this hellhole, and I'm going to fight myself back into the light. And that's exactly what it's going to take.
And if you want to kill yourself, don't take me with you. I love my
Damn
life.
it. Thank
I love to live.
Thank you.
So don't think because you're depressed you have the right to take my life. Like, don't.
What she's saying is true. If you're about hurt, pain, hatred, misery, worry, any synonym that equals fucking with people's mental status, go seek help. Go help. You know, because you don't have to kill yourself.
No.
A lot of times people just need to talk. Need someone to talk to them. And we don't go and try and get help. What we'll do, we'll try to solve it on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like that person lost in the back country roads, and the wife's like, look, you need to stop and ask for directions. I know where I'm going. Well, obviously you don't, because if you did, you'd have your map out and you'd be looking at it and saying, okay, look, this is what I need to do.
Let me map out my fucking problem. Let me fix the problem. Cause I promise, and I'm not gay, but I do have gay people in my family. And you know, when you kill people because of your personal thoughts or what you read and thought, I bet you that guy, before he killed himself, he was not perfect. He made decisions, but he wants to kill a whole bunch of people that he believes is this way. And sometimes people that are straight go to gay clubs because it's less violence. So he just was killing because he had the opportunity. Leading us back, and I'm sorry, we come full circle again back to the gun issues. Because I just feel that we, you know, as a society, we just need to get better when it comes to guns. I mean, I wish we were more like other countries that don't have guns.
You wouldn't have to carry a gun?
If we didn't have guns, a lot of people probably would be out of work. I'm just tired of all the people getting hurt and killed every day.
I'm not saying, like...
It's just sad.
There just needs to be a better gun. I mean, I know you can't take away all the guns, but there should be a better law.
The people that purchase guns and do things the wrong way, they don't want change. They don't want something that's going to help society, because they're rooted in fucking society up. So they want to continue selling guns illegally, shooting people illegally. They want to continue the drug trade, continue to be part of what brings this country down. And I don't care what country you're from. It's always the small amount of people that make the greater good look bad. Mm-hmm. Because majority of people, and I was thinking like this when I was taking my piss in the bathroom. Out of 10 people, I bet you 7 are good. You have a crazy one and 2 bad.
Yeah.
And the 7, and if for those scientists that's watching the show, if I'm wrong, just throw your comment out there.
I think it's true.
I just think more good or bad, it's just more good people are scared to stand up.
And the bad people are winning.
And those 7 people, maybe 1, 2, or 3 will actually do as we're doing. Blogging, talking, trying to make some type of change. You know, will it make change? I don't know, but maybe this video or one of our other videos can change one life. And if you can change one life, you've accomplished you've accomplished something. Because like she just said, if I can change one life in 1 million videos, that one life could probably change 10,000 lives, and one of those 10,000 lives can change 1 billion lives, and it goes on and on. We have to just look. It's bigger than us, and I don't care.
It's bigger than us.
I don't care who you are. You can be John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Maurice Mitchell, Nate. I don't know. I was about to say your last name.
They don't say last name. We don't need no last names.
Whoever you are, I don't want to die, But if my death meant the world would be better, I mean, for real, I don't want to die, but I would become that martyr. And I'm not asking for somebody stupid to come do something to me. What I'm saying, but I would be willing to be the sacrificial lamb for the world if it was written in the stars or God said, however, from a spiritual point, scientific point. And I don't want to not be with my wife and kids. But if it meant that everybody could get it right, I would do it. Majority of the people hate what's going on, but because they don't have the money and resources, they have to just either be quiet, make blogs like us to try to create change, or some of them don't do shit at all. And
they don't do shit and just complain about it. And that's really messed up.
And that's what we're here. And I don't, government. We're not against the government. We're just against those that's.
Well, and a lot of shit gets caught up in lobby groups forever. And the thing is what doesn't help anybody out is one hard-headed person going up another hard-headed person, and then you say, well, we're working on this bipartisan law. Well, no, you're not, because neither of you want to give and take with each other to make sure that the law is even, fair, and actually what the people want.
Not just that. They forget, once they get voted in, majority, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I don't think I'm wrong. When they get voted in, they go for their own agendas instead of what the people voted them in for. And like we said Saturday, they say whatever to get in office, and then once I'm in office, I do whatever.
But I do give props for those people who actually do things. Most politicians, some people do go out there to help others, but there's always that one politician who says no to you. Or this is not right, or this is not going to help us.
And here's the
that's the whole entire Obama presidency.
Well, that and the other thing too, when it comes down to politicians, that I think a lot of people, even overlook too, is still even your congressman, your senator, all that type of stuff, they have to get things approved too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know it's not.
And so when I look at a politician, I don't automatically just think that politicians are liars and swindlers and all kinds of other stuff. I think that a lot of them actually do go in there with the intent to do something, but. Yeah. Like I said, you got all these hard-headed groups that we don't like that idea, so they'll shoot them down, or then they'll shoot their thing over, and they'll be like, well, we don't like that. So
and they never have a strategy to say, hey, your idea is wrong, mine's good. There's no strategy.
They have strategies. The problem being
they don't.
No, listen.
When's the last time a Republican came?
I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat.
Where are you?
I am neither Republican nor Democrat.
No, what I'm saying, it's not Republican or Democrat. You can have a strategy. You can be a good person and get swayed by power when you get it. And then you get these lobbyists who some people do have strong grassroots with the public. And then you have some that say, damn, this lobbyist just gave me $10 million. What you want me to do? And that's not good for America. That's not good for us because, so many people, look at the shit that happened in Flint, Michigan. Those people in power made decisions that not only got people sick and maybe killed people, but not them. They did it for themselves in greed. And that's what happens to good people. They let greed and power change them.
And here's the thing too.
And ain't that crazy?
You are a highly, highly disturbed individual if you do something strictly for power. Plain and simple. You are narcissistic and you are entirely fucked up in your head if you do something strictly for the.
And I just want America to be a better America.
To just be good neighbors, good.
And I'm not against gay. I love everybody. I just wish we could, as a culture, as an American community, love us, whether I got black skin, white skin, slanted eyes, talk Ebonics, talk country, whatever. Hey, let's just love each other. Respect the differences. Hey, you gotta, Reach, you walk funny, okay? and still drink a beer with you.
Yeah.
We are energy. And if you can materialize and become a bolt of lightning, do what the fuck you gotta do. You know, because it's just fucked up out here. Fuck ignorance.
Just remember, life is full of options and experiences. And if you never take the time to see the beauty in all the experiences you could possibly have, or do the things that you really want to do, you've only half lived your life.
Yes. Know that life is a gift to everyone here on earth. And it's not always gonna be easy. If it was easy, then we would all be out there smiling, holding hands and shit, you know? Sit there and just think that you're not the only one in this world. And there's people around you, there's love around you, and we're all different, and the only way we can ever be hate is to come together and love. That's the only way. It's gonna be so hard. It's hard to love your neighbors, I know that. Like, they can be super annoying, but damn, they're your neighbors, and they're humans, you know? And we're one, and it's only one Earth. It's not, okay, go to Mars or somewhere and get away from this shit. I can't. I just can't. I'm here on Earth.
And I wouldn't want somebody to take our bullshit to Mars. Fuck that.
You know, and I can't do that. And because I can't do that, I don't want you to take my life either. I love being...
I'm telling you.
I love life, man.
Well, just to think about this, if you're planning on going out and doing something stupid or whatever, you feel like you're just in it for the power or whatever, think about how tiny you really are. If you could look at Earth from outside of Earth and just continuously back up until you hit the edge of the universe, imagine how small of a little tiny speck in the sky that would really be. That's how small you are in this universe. That's how small each one of us are. Because we're on that tiny blue dot.
Together.
Together.
Talking shit, real conversation. Peace.